Hey guys, what is going on? This is Pete on the beat. In this video we are going to do a quick Q&A. I would like to dedicate the video in order to answer your questions and whatnot. So without further ado, I would like to start with the first question. The question is from Chowfree Curly Girl. My issue so far is feeling full too fast. I track my calories and the most I've been able to eat is 1020 calories on Sunday. Yesterday I forced myself to eat and was only able to eat 890. The minimum should be 1200, but I can't seem to fit that in one meal. Any suggestions? So in other words, the question is based around how to get more calories in your one meal. So the first thing that I would like to recommend you is to rely mostly on calorie dense and nutrient dense foods. The second thing that I would like to recommend you, since you have trouble eating like large volume type of foods, is to incorporate some MCTs, some form of MCTs, or you can also add some additional amounts of Kerrygold butter or like organic full fat sour cream. You can try to do this, but the thing that I would like to recommend you to do is to use some form of MCT, medium chain triglycerides, in form of coconut oil or MCT oil, or you can use this product that is pretty similar to the coconut oil. It's called the coconut mousse. It's pretty calorie dense. All of these products are extremely calorie dense. They are not like large volume type of foods, as you can probably see. You can do like a tablespoon or two, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna be able to do those 1200 calories if that's your primary goal. So for example, the coconut mousse that I'm talking about right here in my hand has 731 calories per 100 grams, and this whole thing is 250 grams. So the second question is from Nicholas Hansi or Hansi Johnson. I hope I pronounce your name correctly. If not, please excuse me. So the first question, how does your one meal a day typically look like? Well, it really depends. If I do completely ketogenic type of diet, for example like steaks and eggs and that kind of stuff, so I prefer to use the same foods over and over again. If I do like completely ketogenic type of diet, I would definitely do up to 2 pounds of grass-fed steak. I prefer to have my grass-fed steak in a form of ground meat because I truly believe I'm able to digest and absorb everything a lot more effectively. And I will do like 6 to 10 whole organic free-range eggs. I'll do like Kerrygold butter, I'll do salt, and basically this is it. Occasionally I'll also incorporate something like a whole chicken, and when I'm saying whole chicken I talk mostly about the dark meats from the chicken, or whole turkey, and what else, probably a little bit of sour cream here and there, but for the most part I will not do any forms of dairy besides the Kerrygold butter. But for example, if I do starches and that kind of stuff, I'll keep the red meat. I'll do like a pound of red meat in form of leaner grass-fed steak, and I'll do another protein source, for example an easier to digest protein source, more of an isolated protein source like lean chicken breast or lean turkey breast that are hormone free, that are not hormone injected and that kind of stuff. I'll do up to 400 grams of white basmati rice that is toxic free and that is arsenic free for the most part, and I'll do some veggies. I will definitely not do the broccoli and the cauliflower and the kale because my stomach does not agree with all of these stuff. I'll do probably some red peppers, some red onions, and probably some mushrooms along with the rice and the meat for the most part. I'll probably replace the rice on some days with sweet potatoes, but for the most part I will stick with the red meat and the white basmati rice, or the red meat and the eggs. So the second question, do you count calories or do you just eat until sanity? I always count calories when I took a decision to really lean out and really get some crispy conditioning going. For example, for something like a photo shoot, or for example for a specific purpose, then I'll count my calories most definitely. But for the most part I always try to get either enough safe starch and protein, carbohydrates and protein, or enough fats and protein. I'll either go completely ketogenic for certain period of time, or I will either stick with the red meat and the white rice. So yeah, I hope this answers your question. So the third question, what are your macronutrient percentages in this meal? Do you try to keep everything balanced? When I go completely ketogenic, I would like to point out that I will not use the conventional ketogenic diet, which is around 75 to 80% fat. I use the vintage rondos meat and eggs diet, which is almost equal in proteins and fats, and this is what works best for me. And here I would like to point out that the conventional ketogenic diet is not that optimal for someone who really tries to build muscle, because even with the amazing effect of the fats to spare the proteins, if the protein is not enough, you are not going to be able to build muscle. And I always prefer to use foods that have like equal amounts or almost equal amounts, as long as for fats and proteins. For example, whole organic free-range eggs, grass-fed steaks, whole chicken, whole turkey, maybe some fatty fishes like mackerel or salmon, but for the most part I do not do any salmon because I'm not able to get my hands on a wild-caught salmon or on an Alaskan salmon. I stay away from the farm-fed and farm-raised salmon because as you probably already know, it's one of the most toxic foods on the planet, and I definitely do not encourage you to use like farm-raised salmon. Before we move on to the next question, I would like to introduce you to my guest in my studio while I'm filming Issues the Cat. So question number 4, how many days a week do you work out, and when do you time your meal on the workout days? So the first thing that I would like to make clear is the fact that I train every day, and for me being more active equals being more productive, equals feeling better, having a positive outlook for everything, and basically being able to stay focused and get stuff done, or kick ass, as a lot of people prefer to call it. I train 7 days a week. I always eat my meal before I go to the bed. Basically this is around between 1 to 2 hours before I go to the bed, but oftentimes it happens for me to work on stuff during late night, and this particular situation I will either do a 48-hour fast, or I will do my meal right before I go to the bed, which is like 30 minutes before I go to the bed. I will eat my meal and then I'll brush my teeth and I'll hit the sack. I feel this is the most essential way for me to get all my calories. This is the most optimal way for me. I feel this is the most efficient way. This is the most efficient way to really allow my body to utilize nutrients. And the other thing that I would like to point out here is the fact that there is more and more scientific evidence and data that proves and supports the fact that people by nature are nocturnal eaters, and for me this is the most essential thing. I basically consume my one meal a day only when I'm ready to settle down and go to sleep. On the next day I woke up, I go to the gym, fasted state. So after I'm done with my morning workout, this is when the energy starts to kick in. This is when I'm most productive, and I stay in a fasted state during the whole day and until like 5:30 to 6 p.m. and after 5:30 or 6 p.m. I have another workout that is either a workout that is focused around my weakest body parts, for example like shoulders and arms, or either I'll do a quick feeder workout at home with this dumbbell, and then I will go to buy some groceries and I'll do like a brisk walk in the local park. But I always stay active. For me, staying active equals more energy and basically equals more productivity and feeling great. I cannot explain it any better than this, but I would like to point out that this is probably one of my all-time favorite benefits from the Omad, because I'm not gonna be able to train like this that often if I do not use the Omad, if I do not use the foods that I use, because as you probably know, these like multiple meal diets and all that crap, they basically put your body into position in constantly digesting food, and the constant consumption of food equals the constant digestion of food, and the constant digestion of food basically requires constantly expending the already available energy on turning the new food into an energy or to a fuel source, if I can put it like this. Instead of this, when you are already adapted and you're really adapted to the Omad plan, you're using all of this energy. You have the ability to use all of this energy, either if it's glycogen, either if it's your own body fat stores, if you go completely ketogenic, ketones and that kind of stuff. Basically, you have the ability to use all of this energy throughout the whole day on your work, on your projects, or the things that, or basically on your goals. You have the ability to use this energy to do things, and of course you can train a lot more. You can live a lot more. This is the main reason why I do the Omad lifestyle. And the fifth question, the last one, I feel like I've already answered this question. Do I eat carbs on rest days? The only time when I do not eat carbs is when I go completely ketogenic, and then I cut all of my carbs out. No broccoli, no spinach, nothing. I eat only meat, eggs, probably a little bit of fish here and there, and probably a little bit of sour cream here and there. Nothing more, nothing less. Just these whole organic foods like full fat sour cream, Kerrygold, grass-fed butter, probably different organic butters I will incorporate. They taste a little bit different. I really like butter, by the way. A lot of whole eggs, a lot of like whole chicken, whole turkey, no hormone injected. When I prefer to switch things up and do some starches, I do like a lot of white rice, white basmati rice or white jasmine rice, if I'm sure about where it's imported. And basically this is it. Again, a lot of red meat and a lot of chicken. So yeah, I hope this answered your question. Thank you for all of the questions. It is my pleasure to answer your questions. I hope I covered everything. I hope everything I said made sense for you. So yeah, if you find the video helpful and useful, please do not hesitate to click on the thumbs up button down below. If you're interested in more videos like this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, maybe give me some comments down below, share the video or whatnot. I'll be so happy if you do this. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up for now. I would like to thank you for watching this video. Please stay tuned for more. Have a nice one. Peace and I'm out, and good luck with your Omad endeavors.